Hey. Good Monday morning. And yes, I am wearing a boa for this moon. Now, I'd probably wear a boa for every moon. And for those of you that know me or not, these moons can get me very excited. I'm so very aligned with the moon energy, and you all have the capacity to, which is why I bring these reports. This moon, this actually super full moon that's happening on Thursday, and why I'm sharing it today is for people out there that may know there's something that's called the Lion's Portal every year, and it happens on August the 8th. There's so much intense energy that's been going on. I'm not necessarily really going to focus on today. I just want you to know that that energy that you're starting to feel, it's this moon. This moon is coming to us and it's bringing us this space to get comfortable because flexibility is the name of the game. Now, for those of you that are feeling this intensity, it's because the energy is actually saying, here we are. It's time to move things around, shake things up, because me, all of us are part of the collective whole. And Aquarius, when you look at it, it's the collective. We are entering this age where this world isn't about you, and it's so much more whole than you know. And I know some of you out there know this, but bear with this because there's so much that's happening. Now, the energy has this way of knowing what you need. You can call it source, God, infinite intelligence, all of that. There's this underlying energy that exists in all of it. And that's what's shaking things up here, okay? It's shaking it up so that you stand in your power, in your light, and you share your uniqueness to the world, just as I meant to share mine. So it's future forward energy. And I say future forward because there's this not only whole spectrum of new energies that are happening, there's a spectrum that exists in all things, this end of it or that end of it. And we're always being invited to these higher vibrations as we also balance where we are so that we're continuously growing, feeling more alive, and expanding and evolving ourselves and the planet. So now, again, two ends of the spectrum. You could be somebody that's going to get swept up by this current. And if you are, breathe. First of all, just breathe. Because if you feel like you're drowning, or that, you know what, just things you just don't know where to go, you don't have to suffer. Just know that you can choose to ask for help. Every choice is a choice. And I know that it's hard. I have lived that. I'm fortunate to say I'm out of it, and yet we still need to ask all the time for things. As uneasy as it might be, and especially if you're someone that your nervous system is getting fired up in all the wrong ways, they're not really the wrong ways, they're there to just continue to wake you up so that, again, breathe, and trust that someone is always there to help to guide you to the next step. So we all need everyone else. That's part of this whole collective. We're all connected. And it's really time to get clear on where you're going. And if you're continuing to get swept by the emotions and they're pulling you or undertowing you, know that just look around. The world is confused right now. And there's also so many people that aren't. There's so many people like myself that are there to help to personally move you into a new direction. You've been asking for something. We all have. So if this energy is taking you in an undertow, it's because you've been asking and you're actually just not moving enough in the direction, or it's taking you to the direction that you should be going. And I say should with a caveat, which is let's move you there so it gets you closer and in more of a fluid space of where you're going. So this is what this energy is going to do, because again, it wants you to stand in your power, in your authenticity. So the best way to do that is follow what your heart wants. And I know if you're not someone that works with the heart enough, that's what all of this has been happening if you've been following the moons, but truly go into that heart space. Find people, things that empower you and inspire you. Go there. As small as it might be, because I know I have big energy. I love big energy. I've lived with low energy, so I love that. But know that happiness, joy, it all exists. You have that capacity to get there. Take the step that's going to get you there. because we want you to look to the future. You need to be a creative around this. This energy is about long-term vision because it wants to focus on the frequency of your big picture. You're not going to know exactly what it is. You could say that, but I know what it is. You know what? That infinite intelligence I was talking about, God, source, whatever, it's going to take you, because rarely do we humans, right? We humans like to think we do, but it's going to take us where it needs us to go because it probably, well, not probably, it knows where we need to go. So it's going to ask you potentially in this energy to go out on a limb, be excited about what's coming, look around because everything is possible. Things are changing. It's undeniable. We are so much more connected. So we get to play in this growth that's happening. Every decision, every choice is a choice. Every decision is a decision. So get into this roller coaster of life because it's actually the way life's supposed to be. Go from that space of play and curiosity. And when I say that, and I said it to a client yesterday, curiosity, it's from that space where I'm not going to think about what the outcome is. I'm just going to allow it to move. I'm going to trust, right? Again, work with your heart. Follow that intuition. You'll know if it's a trigger or if it's something that's going to expand you. And if it's something that wants you to experience it, that's part of what you'll learn to navigate the more you move into who you are. Always think of it like nature because we are nature. I know we've said this before, but really just look at this energy perhaps that, you know what, nature is not a straight line. So it's going to maybe flow you there, take you to the left, take you to the right, take you up a big hill so that you see a new vista, right? You might get caught in a rainstorm. There might be a thundercloud, whatever it is. We're nature. It's all around us. That's life. That's what this is all about. It's that taking it from the swift part, flowing with it when you need to, knowing when you need to rest in the right way, because on the other end, around that corner that you don't know, boom, something could be there. Right? Well, there's always something there. It's just, it could be the thing that you didn't think was the thing or you didn't even know. And that's the part. You don't know. We don't know. We humans like to think we know. We don't know. So that linear world out there, they want you to know. They want you to think you have to know or that they know. They don't know. That's something bigger. It knows. And this is where when you continue to go with that heart and know that there's something authentic with you, and you likely already do, this is wanting you to just stand in that deeper and deeper knowing and deeper trusting in that sense that you're connected. We need to bring all these parts of us back. The energy is wanting to come back to you, to bring this parts of the whole of you, which sits in the whole of the universe, which is why there's so many people that are there that you can ask, but you need to get to that point. So this energy is going to uplift you. It's going to ask you to use some form of discernment, some new space that you can move in so that you can balance out the responsibilities. Because there's a responsibility to this energy at the same time. There's a maturity to it. Now, responsible, people can have a struggle with that one because I have to be responsible. I have work, I have family things, I have obligations. The thing is, take the breath. We need you to be responsible first to you. We need you. We invite you. Your choices. And again, I don't know your path, but choose to be responsible to you, what you want. Because when you honor that, those other responsibilities, yes, you're honoring them too, but you're that big. You're that able to do all of that. Are you that willing to figure it all out and to play with that and to discover what that is for you? So again, if you've been asking, there's going to be new actions to take. There's going to be new ways to go about this. This whole new world that we're stepping into, it's because we don't know what it is. We're not supposed to. It wants us to lighten up a bit and be brilliant and be innovative and stand and shine into something that's new for you. Because there's going to be igniting new sparks in you. It might just be one big spark in you. Again, everyone's different, but there's a fresh start, an invitation to really cover that new ground, right? We all want to travel and go all these places. Well, you know what? It's going to cause you to enter new spaces you've never been, new territory you've never experienced. Treat your life like that. Treat wherever you live like that, because that's what it is. Whatever you're being called towards. My bow is getting a little scratchy on the back, excuse me. So with this moon, and I'm going to invite you because we do it. We've invited you before. I've invited you before. when you're sitting in full moon energy, right, there's something that needs to be released in us so that we can welcome the new. This moon, really spend some purposeful, and if I haven't said it that way in the past, be purposeful with this particular moon energy because it's so big and because it's about the collective and because it's about your uniqueness. Really ask yourself, do my actions match what I value now? And based on what you believe now, right? Believe now about yourself, and wherever there's sort of some gripping that's happening, can you loosen the grip? Loosen the grip. Stop holding on to these fears and things. And I know they're there. There are many, many people that need assistance and guidance with those fears. They need to rewire what those limiting beliefs are. Trust me, I know. I now have a practice. I now have tools I can share. Just ask. It's part of what we do. It's part of what we offer clients. I'm happy to chat about that, but find those ways because whatever it is, it has to be uniquely true to you. Okay. And what you value. Now, again, you could be in relationships, in partnerships, have a family, have a spouse, or whoever that is. Those need to, you each have values and you have a group, a collective value of your own. Sit in that and really sit around that. Deepen that honesty and that communication with yourself, the authenticity with yourself, so that when you do that, it is going to come out into the world. You're going to be better equipped. You're going to, because you're using the heart, to stand in that. We're not perfect. We're not meant to be. We're not done, right? You got lots of years ahead of you. So just do a little bit more today. Step a little bit more. This energy wants you stepping a little more and a little more so that your heart and your soul and everything about you is connecting. So that your human stands down when your human needs to. So that the spirit and the soul comes out. Then the human merges, because when you get those two aligned, that's really what we teach. Getting those two pieces of you together, then you get to come out in such a way that just, it's you, right? So, so excited. Hence the boa. I'm very excited for you, for whatever's glowing and growing, however you're going to shine bright in this world. I know what's going on with me, and I'm so excited. Everything, there's divine timing in everything in different parts. That's why it's so brilliant, right? Ride this energy, play with it, let the sparks, right? We're this big universe of our own, right? So play with it. Life is so personal, and yet it's so meant to be shared out there. Answer your own call, and I'm excited to hear whatever it is. And if you need some help, always here. So much love, so much overfill of joy. Yay! I'm excited. Take care. Bye. Love you guys.